Sure. I congratulate the University of Missouri on their win. And, with our players, it's a tough locker room. We've got a lot of great seniors who've been through a lot of things. And, I'm proud of those kids. They got us here, and can't thank them enough, and love them to death. And we played hard today. We really did, but we just, at the end of it, we just didn't execute. And I say all along, you run into games like this. They had some tricks up their sleeve in the kicking game and executed it. And the bottom line is that you can't turn over the ball, and you got to win the turnover battle. And I say that all the time. We lost that, so really there's not much more to say.
All right, we'll open it up to Q&A at this time. Once again, if you could please find a microphone, as we're going to work to provide you with a transcript. Over on the left.
Jerry, when you look back at this, will this be a missed opportunity because of all the turnovers and maybe some of the mistakes you guys made?
Yeah, like I said, we lost the game, turned over the ball, got beat in the kicking game. So I'd like to explain it, but like I said, we played hard. I think we gotten better in a lot of areas today, and I thought Mitch, the turnover that he had, or the two, he got stroked. And so I don't think there's much he could do about it. We had a little bit let down in protection, but I thought he improved today, threw the ball. Saw our future's good, but it's disappointing, and it will hurt. But we move on, and we can't take away from. We haven't been here in a long, long time, and I thought our kids would be a little bit tight today, and they weren't. They went out and played hard. So it's another step, and then we just got to keep moving forward.
Jared, we talked a lot about your guys trying to contain and limit the damage that Matty Mock was going to be able to inflict. Were you happy with the way he was under control today?
Well, I think he's a good player, and overall, I think we did a good job on him. I really did. But their back, who's got great ability, creased us, and I think at the end we really controlled the first half as far as time possession. I can't remember exactly what it was, but we had the ball a lot in the first half, and then we lost some of those. We lost a possession or two with a turnover, and then our defense is out on the field, and they got you got no huddle and you get tired. It makes you start making a mistake or two. So the game flipped because of a couple turnovers, and they got extra possessions, and then our kids on defense were rotating in and out. A bunch of freshmen, they're trying to play hard, but I think we got a little bit tired in the fourth quarter.
Jerry, were you guys considering going for it or trying to go for a touchdown right before the half? Or is that just always going to be the game plan, is to sit on the ball?
Well, I think you got to understand something, is that if we take a shot there, we get the ball back in the second half. We're not in great position, and if you turn the ball over in that deal, then you go down 17-7. That's happened here before, and then you get questioned why you're doing that. So we feel like we made the right call, and not going to change after that. And, if we hit a big play and got down to the 30-yard line, that's different. But you throw a pick in that situation when you get the ball back, we felt we were playing good enough to take the ball down and score. So that's the decision we make, and people don't agree with it. I'm not a very good coach, I guess, but I've been doing it a long time, and you play the percentages, and I've been in a situation when that's happened. And then we also been in a situation, if we'd hit we'd busted out of there for a 25, 30-yard gain, then things change. But we didn't do that.
Jerry first, and then Max on this. Just the touchdown that he made, hurdling two guys, just what that was like watching. If you ever seen a play like that?
Well, I need to watch it again. That's what we got a lot of stuff going on in the game, so I'll get the opportunity to watch it again. But Max is a very good football player, and does that surprise me? No, we got some athletes too, and sometimes people forgets that. We got good athletes, and we got a lot of good ones coming too.
No, go ahead, Paul.
I had that same question for Max. Can you walk us through what you saw in that play, when you kind of knew you were going to go for the hurdle move? And
it started because my first catch, I was running out, they kind of hit me low, and I kind of had a feeling that the D-backs and stuff were going to try to kind of hit low because bigger body tight end. Caught the ball. I saw a guy kind of running with me. I saw him coming in. Kind of just closed my eyes and said, hey, might as well go for it. Got to try it. And after I go over the first guy, I saw the second guy come in. First thing that came through my mind was KJ jumping over the guy, I think, at Purdue. I was like, hey, might as well go for it, and it worked out. That's for you guys to decide. I know my favorite. My favorite would probably go back to Michigan for the one-hander on the sidelines. My favorite of the year for me.
Max, knowing how much you guys put into this game, just what are your emotions right now afterwards?
I mean, it's hard to feel anything right now. I mean, credit to Missouri. They came out, played a great game, and, I mean, it's tough. I mean, you work 15 practices for this one game, and feel like you're so sad, come out in the first half, down by 3, and then have some things not go our way. They fake and muff the punt, and it sucks. It sucks.
Over in front.
On the fumble with Marcus Jones, was it Craig got hurt and then Marcus was forced to go in there and a little tough for him in that circumstance?
That's exactly what happened.
Coach Max, can you characterize this season? A lot happened this season, and maybe it's still too early and too raw after a game, but can you get a feel for what this year meant to this program?
Well, it takes you another step forward. You know, we've certainly moved the program forward. The seniors have done a great job. We had some tremendous moments with a tremendous group of kids that have bought in and worked their tail ends off. We've had some very high highs, and we've had some lows. You know, we've really been in every ball game except for one. And, in those games, we're just like anybody that loses a game. We made some mistakes not enabling us to win. And as we take the next step, we'll, got to learn from those. And, you build one more brick and keep moving forward. But, we've come a long way in 4 years. And there's none of us happy about what happened today because we worked hard. We had good practices. And, we felt that we were going to win a game. And I felt in control of the football game as a head coach in the first half. And but then we made some, we had opportunities, and we just didn't make a play or two. We had some guys down the field. Berkeley had an opportunity to get down the field. Isaac got down the field. We had a few shots in there. If we make those shots, the game's different. But that's football. So, but it'll be a lot easier a week from now. But right now, it's not that easy. But I love, like I said, I love the guys, and they played hard, and we hadn't done this. I don't know. I keep getting 52, 53 years. So hopefully that we get used to it and work our tail end off to get back and take another step forward because we've done it every year. So,
Coach, do you have an update on Derek Wells? Sorry, over here.
I do not. I do not. I just got off the field and was told he was out, and so I'm not sure what happened.
Jerry, there's been some, over to your left, there had been some criticism when Mitch Leidner tried to throw the ball this year, but at one point today he completed 14 passes in a row. He is happy today with his performance as you've been all season?
Absolutely, and he's learning. I thought, if you watched him and he looked people off, and that's what an extra 14, 15 practice gets you. And I keep telling people you just got to be patient. Not everybody, comes in as a freshman and wins a Heisman or something like that. Some people got to develop, and I compared him to the young man at Michigan State, and I think Mitch took a huge step today and gave us an opportunity to win, and they did some things in the running game, and that's what we're going to have to do in the future. So, and we've redshirted 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receivers with a whole lot of length and speed, and so our future is good, and it's great to see Mitch take a step forward in the throwing game, and I think everybody that covers us, that's been a big question, so pleased with it.
Coach, 2 questions, one for Max as well, but first for you, the fakes that they ran on their kicking game, were you aware of that? Was that something new that was on?
Well, I think you get 15 days of practice, you have some of those. We had a fake punt that, but we never were in a situation to be able to run it. We ran 2 trick plays. We threw the throwback to Mitch. We get a couple blocks, but that's the difference. They executed, got those blocks, and we didn't do it. And, they're onside pop kick it, and our guys running to get it. That's a perfect kick, perfect job. They executed, and their tricks they executed, and we didn't. Did we know it coming on a fake punt? We've talked about it in special teams meetings the whole time, and with number 90 and what they do. We had people there to stop it, didn't make the play, didn't make the tackle.
And Max, just how far this program has come since you've been here. I know it's a little early to talk about big picture right now because of this, but it's pretty remarkable what you guys have been able to achieve.
Definitely. I mean, you look at our first game of the year and the strides we made throughout the whole year, beating Michigan, beating Iowa by a lot, and just building each week. And I think that's what we strive for at the beginning of the year is get better every game. So that's what we did. You finish your game, you go to the meetings the next day, you watch the film, you try to improve. And I think you look at our team, just the leaders that we have and the way our team came together throughout the whole year, we just built strides all the way up this year. And, I mean, Coach said about Mitch, I mean, we went out there, played awesome. I mean, we are a younger team. We had great leaders, Mitch, great leader, Cedric Thompson, and just those kind of like having that foundation really helped us make strides throughout the whole year.
Max, we asked you leading up to this about your future, and you wanted to focus on the bowl game. Now that I know the game just ended, but where are you at with that now?
I'm going to sit down, talk to my family tonight and tomorrow, and I'll come up with my decision soon.
All right, any more questions for Minnesota? Maddie.
Jerry, could you just, how much has Max grown in his time with the program? What do you see from him just kind of when you first got him in? I was reading up on him, and he punted in the high school All-American Bowl. I mean, it seems like he was somebody that could do it all coming out of high school. How much have you seen him develop and grow?
Well, I have to go all the way back when we recruited him and told him we were going to move him to tight end, and he put his hand on the ground, I believe it was a camp or something of that nature, and I think he was 205 pounds at that particular time. And, he's a multi-talented athlete. He's got a bloodline a mile thick with his daddy and his mother are great athletes. His dad played in NFL. So you knew that he had the bloodline and so forth, but that's what we have to do. And, Max, I think it was 225. He started going 225, continued to grow, and he's where he's at because he works hard. I mean, he gives everything he's got, and we've got a lot of kids that do that. Our strength coach does a great job in developing players, but you can't develop players unless they want to. And he's got a gift. I mean, there are not very many people who catch that football like that. I mean, he's got great hands. And Max gets anything he gets, he deserves, and it is unique. I forgot about that, you being a punter.
Yeah.
So,
high school glory days.
High school glory days. So he's come a long way in a fast period of time.
All right, thank you for your time, gentlemen.
Thanks.